Greetings, brethren. It is I, the Donkey, and I'm back with Donkey versus Beer. And today we are going to have a beer that I have mentioned, well, a type of beer that I have mentioned before plenty of times and that I have been told to try, which I have tried this type of beer before, so thank you for the recommendation. I already knew it was really good. And what we're going to have today is Zwickl, which is a type of German beer that is also in the lager family, sort of. And it is, the big thing about it is that it is a cloudy beer. So it's not filtered after the brewing process. There's going to be sediment on the bottom, which I'm going to have to mix in now for a while we talk and have a chat. Hi. So, this particular one, by the way, is from the brewery Floetzinger, which has been going since 1543. Holy crap! The Landsknechte, the those guys with the colorful clothes and the feathers and the pikes, they've been drinking this stuff. So yeah, pretty great, pretty a big thing, a big historic beer. So I've committed now to this channel idea, and so I have bought quite a few beers. They're all back there near the window. There's several boxes full of beer that I ordered. I bought a box of beers from a craft brewery in Berlin. I will say that again when I make a video about the next craft beer, but I feel like I have to make amends. Because in my video about the Hallertauer Hopfen Cuvée, I was a bit mean to craft beers. And somebody pointed out to me that I was actually being quite elitist in that video. And they're not wrong. So yeah, I should probably apologize when I make that video about craft beers, because here's the thing, I do generally not like some stuff in the craft beer community, like, when they do chocolate stouts and stuff like that. It just bothers me. And it never tastes right to me, but if people enjoy that, good for them. But I totally understand that in countries where the beer is so commercialized, where it's only made by these horrific companies that fill it up with corn syrup and sugar and other crap, that, yeah, a craft beer movement is actually really important and is really good to have that. So yeah, I need to make amends for that, because I actually think I was very wrong to just, outright damn the whole thing. So yeah, I think we're gonna be good. I think I mixed in most of the sediment. I don't want to shake the bottle too much because it'll explode on me when I open it, but I do want to get most of the sediment, because with this kind of beer, the sediment is actually delicious, and you want that because it really adds to the flavor. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we got it all. So let's tap on the top to make sure that it doesn't explode on us. That actually does help if you tap on the bottle cap a little bit. It might still go up, but we have to just hope and pray, because I don't have time to wait for it to. Ooh. No, I think we're good. Excellent. All right, so let's have a pour. There you go for the ASMR crowd. So, I didn't go for a crown because with a Zwickl you really don't get one. This is not a beer that gets a really great crown like a Pilsner or other lager types. And as you can see, it is very cloudy. Also very light in color, kind of like a honey yellow, I would say. And I will say I have had this before, but I don't remember it. It's one of those beers that I think I had years ago, and just kind of forgot what it's like. Which happens, if you have thousands of beers, you're bound to forget the odd one. So let's see what it's like. I really need to get better half pint glasses because this is a joke. Oh yes. Mmm. Oh, how could I forget you? Maybe I've not had you before? I'm not entirely sure, honestly, but it is lovely. Ah, what a good beer. So, I've been told that out of all the German beer types, or at least I've been told by some people from the United States, that out of all the German beer types, Zwickl is actually one that is popular to sort of recreate by craft beer companies. And if you can get a Zwickl, at least try it. It might not be to your liking. It might not be good. That's always a possibility. But it is a beer worth trying because it is just so. It's just so gentle. It doesn't offend you in any way. It doesn't. It doesn't. Some types of beers do incredibly savory, like the Carlsberg Elephant that I tried only a couple of days ago. Or in this actual case, tonight to me, but to you it was a couple of days ago. Or beers like the Freya beer from one of my Wacken Wednesdays, which was a spring bock, very sour. IPAs similar to that, very very sour, very fruity as well, and they can be quite obnoxious in that way. They can be quite intrusive, and this is just a beer that's it's sometimes beer is called barley soda. I think for a Zwickl that actually almost applies. It is just so nice and balanced and gentle and does not offend in any way. And you just drink it and it's refreshing, but it's also something to savor. It's something you could drink in the winter. It's something you could drink in the summer. You could drink it any time of year and you'd really be enjoying it. You could drink it in any situation and you'd be enjoying it. It's all around so nice and just lovely. And so easy to drink as well. As I just said, the one I had before this was the Carlsberg Elephant. This is the same day I had that. I decided not to go for the for the Tuborg on the same day, because I'm sure, as you have maybe hopefully seen by now, that's another 1 liter can, and I didn't want to go for that on this particular day because tomorrow I actually want to go have a hike, so I didn't want to get super drunk. But yeah, Zwickl is just a lovely type of beer. They usually come in at around 5 to 5.5. This particular one from Floetzinger is 5.1%. And it's so lovely. I will definitely get this again. I don't know why I forgot about this one. It's probably because this is one of the things about beer in Germany. It's and I spoke about this plenty of times in the past. Beer is very very localized here. So even beers that are available in other parts of Germany are not necessarily going to be available in your part of Germany. And I have so many beers at home now, I'm not entirely sure if this came in one of the mix beer boxes that I bought, or if I bought this at my local large beer import store. But either way, it is going to be a beer that I can't get at my local grocery store, right, at my local supermarket. So that means that I'm just not going to have it regularly because it's just not available. And if I have to buy it online, or if I have to go to the import store, which is, a 10 kilometer hike, then I'm just not going to have it all the time. But I wish it was available because this is so good. There's just nothing offensive about this beer. It's great. I can barely say anything negative. Apart from maybe that it lacks a sort of punch, perhaps, where a pale lager, a really good pale lager, will have it will be so refreshing that you'll just go for another one. Or a pilsner will be just so flavorful that you'll have it around you all night. Or you can have it to something really, really savory and delicious, like a stew or something meaty, and it'll just be a great accompanying beer. But with this, there's just something like that missing, where I'm saying, where I think, oh, that's the thing that makes me want to drink this beer all the time. But having said that, it is certainly an experience that I will want again at some point. And so I cannot give this less than an 8 out of 10. This is an 8 out of 10 all day long. It's really good, and you should definitely give it a go. If you can ever get it, which, I don't know, if you're not in Germany and if you're not in Bavaria, you probably can't. This is Bavarian, right? Yeah, of course it's Bavarian. But, that being said, if where you are you can get a Zwickl, I would absolutely say try that, because it is just such a different type of lager to all the other lagers. It takes things from all the other categories of Pilsner, of Pale Lager, of country beers and peasant beers and all this sort of stuff that's low bottom fermentation, and it adds that sort of cloudiness that comes from a bottle fermentation, and it is just delicious. It's really nice, it's really pleasant, and I would call this the type of beer that you can have with any food. And I think that is actually quite rare, because I think there are beers that are good with certain types of food, but they're never really good with all types of food. You know, if you think of a really sweet ale, you would like that with a dessert, or you would like that with something like game meat. If you have a Pilsner, that's really, really good with something, we have sauerkraut and pork meats and just potatoes, right? And or if you have a pale lager, really excellent with fish. Oh, is it great with fish? And so on and so forth. And this is just one I think you could have with any meal, and you would be quite happy to have it. So, complete recommendation from me. I'm definitely going to have this one again. I'll need to figure out if this was from the local import store or if it was from one of the boxes. I really hope it's from the import store, because then at least I can, drive there and get a bunch of bottles of this. But anyway, yeah, so an 8 out of 10. Awesome. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and please join me again on another day for another beer. And yeah, hopefully more really good ones that I can rate highly, and not so many ones that I rate badly. Take care, guys, and cheers.